And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, Loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men.
In our previous video we saw the first woe was to continue from the rise of Mohammedanism, Islam, until the end of 5 prophetic months that culminated in 1449. Revelation 9 verse 12, the first woe has ended and the second woe is about to begin. The sixth angel sounded his trumpet and a command is issued from heaven, Loose the four angels which are bound in the river Euphrates. Verse 10, the Ottoman Empire's rise was restricted. They were permitted to torment men, the Eastern Roman Empire, for 150 years, but they are not permitted to kill them. Verse 14, God orders the removal of the restrictions placed on the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire, also known as the Turks, are typified in prophecy by four angels that are bound in the Euphrates. As seen in the previous video, the Greek word angelos, from which the word angel is translated, can also be translated as messenger or minister. The Turkish ruler or the Sultan is a high priest in Islam, its minister of religion, uniting the religion of Islam with the throne. Verse 14 refers to four angels or ministers. These were the four principal sultans of which the Ottoman Empire was composed. They were situated at Aleppo, Iconium, Damascus, and Baghdad. Within the confines of the sixth trumpet, God ordered the restraints previously placed on the Turks to be removed. In 1449, at the end of the first woe which lasted 150 years, the Greek Emperor John Palaeologus died childless and his brother, Constantine Palaiologos, ascended the throne. Like his brother, he was a vassal king and had to seek permission to rule from the Ottoman Empire. Sultan Amurath or Murat II made Constantine Palaiologos a vassal king of the Eastern Roman Empire. 1451, Murat II is dead and his son, Mehmed II or Mehmed the Conqueror ascended the throne. Mehmed II aspired to make Constantinople, the capital of the Roman Empire, the capital of the whole world, and he deposed Constantine Palaiologos. April 6, 1453, Mehmed II captured Constantinople. May 29, 1453, Mehmed II killed the last of the Caesars, Constantine Palaiologos, and claimed the title of Caesar for himself. The seat of the Caesars, Constantinople, is now the seat of the Ottoman Turkish Empire. The second woe is here. Revelation 9 verse 15, the four angels, the four principal sultans of the Ottoman Empire, recall a sultan was the angel or high priest of Islam, are to be loosed for a prophetic hour, a day, a month and a year. Which is 391 prophetic days and 1 hour. Numbers 14:34 and Ezekiel 4:6 states that when reckoning time prophecy, we use the day-year principle, a prophetic day is a literal year. Hence, 391 prophetic days is 391 years, and 1 prophetic hour is 15 days, a total of 391 years and 15 days. In 1449 Constantine Palaiologos surrendered his kingdom to the Ottoman Empire. Note, 1449 plus 391 years is 1840. On July 15, 1840, Sheikh Effendi, Sultan Abdülmecid's ambassador, signed the Treaty or Convention of London with the United Christian Powers of England, Russia, Austria and Prussia. Sultan Abdülmecid surrendered his kingdom. The combined powers of England, Russia, Austria and Prussia, deposed Sultan Abdulmecid to prevent the capture of Egypt, which they deemed would destabilize the region. The prophecy found in Revelation 9 verse 15 was fulfilled to the letter.
And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
Revelation 9, the fifth angel sounded his trumpet and Rome was eventually overwhelmed by the Saracens. The Bible depicts the Sultan as an angel of the bottomless pit, being the high priest of Islam and a king. He was specifically empowered to force adherents to Islam in the territories he conquered. Verse 12 call this act a woe. Paul and the apostles gave their lives to spread the gospel throughout Asia Minor, which is Turkey. Most of the territories that the apostles won for Christ were lost, overrun by the Turks, who under the banner of their prophet, forced conquered territories to turn to Islam. Between 1894 to 1924, the number of Christians fell from 3 to 4 million to roughly 20 to 30,000 as the Ottoman Empire staggered a campaign of genocide against all Christians in Asia Minor. Some fled to places like Britain so that they could worship Christ in peace, but the Turks murdered about one-half of those who couldn't escape and expelled the rest from Turkey. Current Sharia law accuses Christians of shirk, polytheism, in respect to their belief of the Holy Trinity, Father, Son and Holy Spirit. Of such, Christians must be dhimmis. They must pay the jizya tax if they wish to live as citizens in their country, and this exemplifies cases of tolerance. Conversion from Islam to Christianity is perceived as blasphemy and carries a death penalty. The fifth plague targets Babylon. Revelation 16 verse 12, the sixth angel empties his veil on the river Euphrates. In dedicating a specific plague for the Euphrates, God visits the Ottoman Empire's genocide of millions of Christians and its counter-Christian movement, the forceful adoption of Islam and current repressive anti-Christian laws that permeate Muslim territories. Verse 12 states that the Euphrates is plagued to prepare the way for the kings from the east. The plague or drying up of the Euphrates is a precursor to the global spiritual war that is symbolically called Armageddon. Herein, the power of Satan will be exercised in its fury, and the principalities and powers of earth will be in bitter revolt against the God of heaven. They are filled with hatred against those who serve him, and soon, very soon, will be fought the last great battle between good and evil. The earth is to be the battlefield, the scene of the final contest and the final victory. Angels in the Euphrates.